All right. And let's begin. Welcome, welcome. And we're going to start today our practice from lying down in our backs with both knees bent and the feet right under the knees, like with hip width distance apart, and guiding the chin into the chest to find that nice lengthening in the back of the neck. And then first, please have your arms out, open in T position with palms facing up. And make an adjustment in your upper spine, your shoulder blades, making sure that everything feels open and nice there. And then we're just going to take a moment as we allow the shoulders to drop down slowly, gently towards the mat. Eyes closed. Soft muscles on the face, relax your jaw, your lips. And let's begin just by drawing the attention to the breath, in and out through the nostrils. Then from having the arms out to the side, let's bring the arms overhead, reaching through the fingertips, and make sure that you are actually creating space in between each vertebrae. Just lengthening the spine, gently arch the lower back, stretch the front of the body. Take a nice inhale, and then slowly release the hands down by your hips with the palms facing down. Slowly rock your head from side to side. Return the head back to neutral position. Now place the hands to the back of the skull. Guide the elbows up to the ceiling and then draw the chin to your chest. With the next inhale slowly, with the help of your hands, lift the head off the mat and draw the chin to your chest. And get a gentle stretch on those muscles connecting with the base of your skull. Just breathe through this. Then slowly the head back goes back to the mat. Release the hands from behind your head, arms in T position, and then gently again rock your head from side to side. Then draw the left ear to your left shoulder and have that gentle lateral stretch in the right side of your neck. Keep your eyes closed. Keep the breath moving. And the head comes back through center. And exhale, right ear goes to the right shoulder. And keep the breath flowing there. And inhale, the head returns back through center. And again, one more time, rock your head gently from side to side. Neutral position of the head and the neck, and bring the thighs into the chest to stretch your lower back. Just hold it here. Guide the thighs, the knees closer to your chest, and feel the gentle stretch on your lumbar spine. And guide the thighs away, hands to your knees, and let's make circles now, and going in one direction first, gently massaging your lumbar spine, your lower back, middle back, the back of the hips, and going into the opposite direction. And slowly guide again the thighs and the knees away. Keep the big toes touching, and let's open the knees in and out. Exhale and inhale. Exhale as you open. Inhale as you close. Couple more rounds, mobilizing the hip joints. And then lower the feet down again, wide as your hips. And we're going to tilt the pelvis forward, arching the lower back. And then exhale, flatten lower back, bring the pelvis into the navel. And arch the spine, tilt the pelvis forward, flatten lower spine, the pelvis come into the belly. And just rock forward and back. Few rounds like this. And then gently back to neutral position. Now let's inhale, lift the pelvis, hips halfway up. Don't go into the high bridge yet. And then slowly release lower back, middle back down. Inhale, lifting to halfway up bridge. And then slowly release. A few more rounds like that. Lifting with inhalation, lowering with exhales. And then all the way down, down, down. Now again, hug the thighs into the chest, stretch your lower back, breathing in and out. And then lower the right foot down, holding from the back of your hamstring with both hands. We're going to straighten the left leg up. Exhale, release. Inhale, straighten, flex and lower, up to the sky and lower as you exhale. 3 more rounds here, slowly stretching, gently warming up those hamstrings muscles. One last. And release, left foot down. Now holding from the back of your right leg. Inhale, stretching up. Exhale, lower, up to the ceiling and down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 3 more rounds. And exhale all the way down. Again, bring the arms overhead. Reach through the fingertips. Create a space, arching the spine, lifting the chest up, arching, arching, arching. And now as you exhale, we're going to lift the hips a little bit higher into the bridge. Lower the hands down. Exhale, lower your bridge. Bring the arms overhead. Inhale, lift into bridge, arms down to the floor. Exhale, lower the spine, bring the arms overhead. 3 more rounds, lifting with inhalation, lowering slowly as you exhale. 2 more, please. One last. And again, bring the thighs into the chest, stretch your lower back, breathing in and out. And then from here, roll over to one side, extend the top leg, and then place the hands to the floor to gently walk your hands to lift the torso. And let's all come to a seated position now. So let's sit on that blanket, on the edge of the blanket. Remember to modify your seated position. If Sukhasana pose, this seated position with a cross leg is not your way to sit today, remember you can have your legs in front of you. You can place something under your knees if you need to. And then from here, let's open the arms in T position to open that chest, to stretch the front of the shoulders, and lifting from the heart, lower the right hand down towards the floor. Extend the left arm over to your left ear, and exhale, left hand down. Right arm goes up with inhale, exhale to the left. Inhale, arm up, exhale, down. Inhale, left arm goes up to the sky, and move the spine to the right as you exhale. Inhale through center, exhale, release. Right arm goes out and up, and going to the left. Arm up and down. 2 more times, one each side. Inhale, lift, and move the spine to the right. And inhale and exhale. Last one. Right arm goes up and move to the left. Inhale, exhale, release. Bring both shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Arms overhead. Take a nice inhale, nice long spine. We're going to twist from the waist up. Exhale, lower the left hand down to your right knee. Look over to your right shoulder. Back through center. Exhale, look over to left. Inhale, return the spine back through center, arms overhead. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist to the left, look over to your left shoulder. One more time each side. Inhale, nice long spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale to the twist into the left. Inhale, back through center, both arms and hands behind you. And do crossing the legs, and let's do some windshield wiper movement here. Dropping the knees to one direction, the opposite direction, mobilizing that. And then slowly back through center. Now bring the right heel in and the left heel goes back. We're sitting with both knees bent, but the left heel is kind of like in the left side of your left hip. And we're going to twist to the right, look over to your right shoulder, lift the left hip up, and then slowly sink it down. Inhale, hip lifting, twisting gently, and release the hip down. Neutral position. Inhale, lift, and exhale, release. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift. Drop the left hip down, and then place both hands either side of your right knee. Lift the chest, flex the elbow, lower the chest over to your right thigh. Inhale, lift, move the chest away. Exhale, flex and lower. And inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, release. And up. We're going to go down and then walk your hands a little bit forward to release the chain onto your chest and going more into your right thigh. Try to keep your left hip down. Feel the stretch on the left side of the torso. It's an asymmetrical stretch going from the left shoulder blade down to the back of your left hip. Now, nice, easy breathing. And inhale, walk your hands forward to lift it to the back, to lift the chest back to neutral position. Both hands behind you. Bring the feet in front of you, wider than your hips. Some windshield wiper movement again. Back through center and bring the left heel in, and the right heel comes to touch the outside of your right hip. Twisting to the right, we're going to lift the hip gently, twist to the left, and then drop the hip down. Inhale, lift and twist. Exhale, dropping down. Inhale, lift and twist, and release it down. Inhale, lift, and down. One more. Lift and drop. Keep the hip down, and then walk your hands forward to release the chest over to your left side and knee. Draw the chin to your chest. Use your breath. Now we're going taking the time here to stretch the right side of the torso on the back of your right side. Nice, easy breathing. And slowly lift the chest and walk the hands back to lift the spine back to neutral position. Again, hands behind you. One more windshield wiper with the feet wider than the hips, rocking from side to side. Now return back to the center, bring the sole of the feet together, have some room between your pelvis and your heels, holding from the feet, shoulders back and down. Take a nice inhale, right ear to right shoulder, inhale, left ear to left shoulder, inhale through center, exhale to the right and back through center, to the left, through center, to the right, through center, to the left, back through center. Let's rotate the head in one direction first, drawing a nice circle with your chin, taking your time to move the head equally in this nice circle. And then go into the opposite direction. And slowly back through neutral position. Now use your hands to guide the thighs and the knees together. Drop the legs to one side. And we're going to use the blanket to place the knees under your blankets. And let's have the knees wider than your hips. In other words, the big toes are touching, your knees are wide as your mat, and we're going to place the wrist right under the shoulders to come to a tabletop position. Find your neutral spine. Guide the belly into the spine. Excuse me. Excuse me. Exhale, move the hips to the heels and back through center. And exhale towards the heels and back through center. Back to the heels. One more through center. Now we're going to move the hips to the heels. And as we drop the hip to the heel, we walk the hands to the left side of the mat, placing the right hand on top of the left. Forearms, elbows down, draw the chin to your chest. And time to stretch the right side of the rib cage. Nice inhales and full exhales. And inhale, lift the head and the chest slightly off the mat to walk your hands and move the torso now towards the right side. Placing the left hand on top of your right, forearms, elbows down, chin to your chest. Time to stretch the left side of your rib cage. And moving back to tabletop. Let's move the chest to table. And then guide the right knee under the right hip, left knee under your left hip. Neutral position of the spine. Place the weight on your right wrist, your right hand open and twist to the left. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, open and twist to the right. Exhale, right hand down. Open and twist to the left. Exhale, hand down. Open and twist to the right. Exhale, hand down. One time each side. One more. Inhale to the left. Exhale, hand down. Inhale, open, twist to the right. Exhale, hand down. Now lower the elbows, forearms down, tap the toes under, interlace the fingers, press, straighten the legs into dolphin. Exhale, knees down. Keep the toes tapped. Inhale, lift and straighten. Exhale, lower the knees down. Inhale, lift, straighten the knees, heels down. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower the knees down to the floor. Now, top of the feet flat on the mat, and then move the hips to the heels, child's pose. Relax your neck. And moving back to tabletop. So from here, now extend the left leg back, tuck the toes under, and press through your left heel. Just stretch that calf muscle, the Achilles tendon. Stretch the ball of your left foot. Nice, easy breathing. And when you're ready, engage the core. Pick up the left foot high as your left hip and bring the right arm forward by your right ear. Holding position. Keep the core engaged. Keep pressing to the heel. Working with balance, strength, and stamina. Don't drop the head, please. Keep your neck neutral. Take a nice inhale. Now flex your left knee and with your right hand, grab the top of your left foot and guide the left heel closer to your left buttocks to stretch the left quad. Nice inhales. Deep, full exhale. Keep the core engaged. Keep the breath moving, please. Take a nice inhale, release the left foot, extend the left leg back, lower the right hand under your right shoulder, and the left knee comes under your left hip. Then move back to child's pose. Stretch and breathe. Moving back to tabletop position. Now extend the right foot back, tuck the toes under, and press through the right heel first. Keep the belly going into the spine. Keep the nice breathing happening here as you press through the right heel, and then inhale, engage the core, pick up the right heel high as your right hip, and extend the left arm by your left ear, holding position. Keep the breath flowing. Don't drop the neck. Don't drop the head. Now flex your right knee and with your left hand, hold the top of your right foot as you guide the right heel closer to your right glutes, muscles. Keep the core engaged. Make sure you're not opening the right knee out. You want the right knee in line with your right hip, stretching that right quad. And let go, right knee down, left hand under your left shoulder, round the spine, move to Balasana, child's pose. And slowly inhale, return back to neutral position. And from here, please tuck the toes under. Press with your toes, lift the hips to downward dog, heels down to the mat, lift heels up, lower the knees down, tabletop. Keep the toes tucked. Inhale, straighten the legs, heels down, downward dog, lengthening the spine. Inhale, heels up, knees down to table. Inhale, lift, and exhale, heels down to stretch the back line of both legs. Keep pressing to the palms to lengthen the spine. Inhale, heels up, knees down to table, top of the feet flat on the mat, and then just slide the right arm under your left arm, release down towards the floor. You're welcome to wrap the arm behind your back into this twist. If this is too much for your left shoulder, you can lift the forearm, elbow down. Find whatever works for you the best. And if you have the arms down behind you, just keep guiding the left shoulder back to deepen that twist. Close your eyes and breathe. And slowly place your left hand under your left shoulder. Slowly undo the twist. Let's come to tabletop position again. 3 rounds of downward dog and knees down to table. Inhale, lift. Straighten the legs, heels down, chin to your chest. Heels up, knees down, table. Activate the core. Inhale, lift, downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Heels down, chin to your chest. Inhale, heels up, knees down, tabletop. One last. Inhale, press, lift, straighten, heels towards the floor, chin to your chest. Inhale, heels up, knees down to table, and we're going to slide the left arm under your right arm, twisting left side of the face down towards the floor. And if it feels right for your shoulder, you can wrap it around, or you can lift the forearm, elbow down towards the floor. Hold and breathe, breathe. And bring the right hand under the right shoulder slowly. And do the twist, come to tabletop, round the spine like an angry cat. And let's all move to take a break in Shabbat and Balasana, child's pose. And inhale, moving to tabletop. Extend your left leg back and up. Flex that left knee. Step forward with your left foot and then slide the right knee back. Instead of having the knee under your hip, I want you to slide it down to have more opening in your right hip flexor. Left hands, both hands to your left side. Lift the chest and move the pelvis and the hips to the front. Close your eyes, relax your shoulders, soften your elbows. Use your deep breath to go deeper into the right iliopsoas. Opening, breathing, stretching. And from here, lower your hands down towards the floor, straighten the leg, pick up the ball of the foot, draw the chin to your chest. Now stretch and open the back line of your left leg. And flex your left knee, lift with the chest, bring the left knee down, tabletop. Now extend the right leg back and up, flex the knee, step forward, and let's place the hands to your right thigh to lift the chest. Elbows by your rib cage and pelvis and hips are moving to the front now. Shoulders back and down, close your eyes, and use that nice long deep breathing to keep moving gently the pelvis and the hips to the front, working and deepening that stretch on your left iliopsoas muscle. And after this, both hands down, straighten your right leg, pick up the ball of the foot, move the hips back, and draw the chin into the chest as you stretch the back line of your right leg. And flex your right knee, move the knee back again under your right hip, and then slowly move the hips to your heels into child's pose. Relax your lower back, middle back. And we're coming into kneeling position. With both knees wide as your hips, we're going to place the hands to the sacrum with the fingertips facing forward. Let's work it in this camel pose. We're going to do a more modified camel pose. Instead of reaching back to touch your heels, we're going to place the hands to your sacrum, elbows in, so your elbows and your forearms are parallel. And we're going to move the pelvis, the hips, the thighs forward, and then arch the upper spine. Don't drop the head back. It's impossible to breathe like that. Just keep your gaze pointed somewhere in between where your wall meets with your ceiling, and just arch and open the front of the chest, the front of the torso as you arch the upper, middle back, lower back. Take a nice inhale, move to neutral position, and slowly hips are going down to the heels, and you're relaxing the arms down by your side as you lower the forehead towards the floor or towards the block. Relax your shoulders. Release the entire length of the spine. And inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, and kneeling position again. Place the palms again by the sacrum, fingertips facing down, elbows in, and then slowly move the thighs forward, move the hips, the pelvis, and then gently arch the spine. Guide the elbows back, like breathing and opening the front of the torso, the chest, and slowly inhale back to neutral, and then release down towards the floor into Balasana. One more time, inhale, standing in the knees. Placing the hands to the sacrum, elbows in. Again, thighs forward, pelvis forward, and then we arch the upper spine, the middle back, and we don't drop the hip down back. Just keep the breath flowing. And then move to neutral. And that was the last one. We rest and release into counterbalance that back bend into Balasana, child's pose. Take your time. And lift the head, lift the chest. Take your blanket from under your knees. And we're going to go now to tabletop position. Move the knees slightly back. And from here, flex your elbows. Guide your elbows by your rib cage. And then slowly lower the chest, lower the belly, the pelvis, the hips. Straighten the legs. Turn the head to one side. And bring the arms down by your side as you rest in reverse Shavasana. Time to check in with the breath, to slow it down. And lift the head, turn it over to the opposite side. And then slowly lift the head, lift the chest, and let's place the elbows under your shoulders. Forearms are parallel and the legs and feet together. We're not just hanging out here, we're not dropping, we're using the forearms for support and to elevate the chest and move the chest away from your mat. So I'm going to give you an option here to keep working on these chest openers even more and working on strengthening those back muscles. So you can stay here. If you have lower back issues, just keep the elbows and forearms down. If you feel okay, you can lift the elbow higher, lifting chest higher, and then melt the elbows, forearms down. Inhale, press to the palms and lift. Exhale, release forearms, elbows down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up and down. Two more. Inhale, lift and lower. Last one. Inhale, lift and melt the chest, everything down. Guide the elbows out. Tuck one hand on top of the other one. Make it pillow and relax the head facing one way. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle your lower back, your hips, your legs. And slowly back through center. Pick up the head, turn it over to the opposite side, and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle again. And return back through center. Now, hands under the shoulders or by your rib cage. Press the palms, lift the head, lift the chest, pelvis, hips, move the knees, move the hips back to your heels, and let's counterbalance that back bend with child's pose again. And move back to tabletop position. Let's work on guiding the left knee forward, but don't open the knee. Just keep the left knee with the left heel under your left hip and the right leg straight up to the sky. Lift the chest and exhale, lower the chest down as you exhale. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the spine up. Exhale, release the chest down towards the mat. Press with the palms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, flex the elbows, lower the chest down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. And then slide the left knee under your left hip. Now it's time to guide the right knee forward. Keep the right knee hips even with the heel hips even with your right hip. Lift the chest. Exhale, flex and down. Inhale, press and lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, press, shoulders back and down. One more. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, and then bring the right knee under your right hip. Move both hips down, child's pose. Soften elbows, relax your neck, relax your shoulders. Work on this child's pose again. And then from here back to table. And let's, in my case, I'm going to go on my right side in Buddha pose. So I'm going to go my right hip with my knees bent, and I'm going to support my head with my right hand using the forearm and the elbow for support. Bend the knees, pick up the heels, so making sure you can touch your heels and your heels are in line with your hips. In other words, you don't want your knees forward, you want the heels in line with your hip. From here, let's open the knee up and exhale down, some more mobilization of the hip. Exhale, lower. Inhale, open and close. Up and down. Up, down, up, down. Then guide the left thigh into the chest, straighten, press through the heel and hold it there. Hold. Activate the inner thighs, activate the hips muscles, and same time you're stretching the back line of your left leg. As you press through the heel, you can feel the stretch happening even more, guiding the toes a little bit more to the right. And then slowly flex the knee, extend the leg left up to the sky, holding from the toe or the leg or the ankle, wherever you can reach to stretch again that left leg and hip. Use your breath. Couple more rounds of breath. And we flex and we release. Hands down to support, press, lift the torso, walk your hands, and let's do the same thing opposite side. Buddha pose. In my case, I'm going to my left side, supporting my head with my hand, bending the knees, pick up the heels, touch your heels, make sure they're in line with your right hip, and we're going to move the knee up in clamshell. Exhale to lower. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Up and down. Inhaling, exhaling, couple more rounds. Now flex, bring the right thigh forward and then extend the right leg forward. You press to the heel. Try to keep your right leg parallel to the floor. Activate the inner thighs and the muscle of the hips to keep the leg floating in the air. Activating, pressing through the heel, guiding the toes a little bit more to the left now. And stretch and feel the stretch in the back line of your right leg as you're holding and strengthening those muscles. Take a nice inhale, flex the knee, grab your big toes or wherever you can reach to extend the right leg up to the sky. Time to stretch now. The back of your right leg, the inner thigh, the groin. Use your breath, relax your shoulders. And flex and release. Let's now lay on our back. So grab your blanket again to place your head and your neck protected here. Take a moment, lying down your back with the knees bent, heels under the hips. Heels under the knees, in line with your hips, arms in T position, palms facing up. Take a moment, relax the front of the shoulders, the chest. And let's bring the left foot on top of your right thigh. Time to stretch your IT band. So options, you can hold from the hamstring, you can hold from the shin, or you can extend the right leg up and holding from the back of your right calf muscles. Relax and breathe wherever you are. Close your eyes, deepening the breath. And lower the right foot down. Let's come into half happy baby. So guide the right thigh outside of your rib cage and with your left hand, hold from wherever you can reach again. Your foot, your ankle, the outside of your the lower part of your leg, and just open and breathe through this half happy baby. And let go. Now extend the right leg forward and place the left foot on top of your right knee. With your right hand outside of your left knee and the left arm in T, we're going to inhale and exhale. Guide the left knee to the right into a twist. Hold and breathe. And gently return back through center. Now the left foot goes down and the right foot goes above your left thigh. IT man stretch opposite side. Holding again, hamstring, knee, or extend the left leg up to the sky. Whatever works for you the best today. Close your eyes. And again, engage with that deep breathing. And slowly release left foot down, half happy baby. Grab the outside of the foot at the ankle and guide the thighs outside of your rib cage. Keep both hips even and do your best to allow the breath to become long and relaxed. And release. Extend the left leg forward. Place the right foot above your left knee with your left hand outside of your right knee and right arm in T. We're going to take a deep inhale. And as we exhale, we twist to the left, guiding the right knee to the left. And return back to center. Let's come into the full happy baby now. So have your feet down, lifting the spine to align your spine, and then feet up and full happy baby. Chin into the chest. Make sure maybe your lower back is flat on the floor if you can. And use the breath here. Now release and have your legs parallel. So your thighs, your knees are your knees and thighs are in line with your hips, and your feet are in line with your knees. Arms in T position. Find a nice 90-degree angle. Take a nice inhale and exhale. Slowly twist to the left and guide your left hand to your right knee to move it closer to your left knee. Pick up the head and turn it over to your right side. This is Janu no Jatara Parabriti. You have your hand on top of the outside of your right knee. Bring the arm in T position. Activate the core slowly. Bring both legs back through center. And exhale gently. Twist to the right. Lower both legs to the right. Guide the left knee closer to your right knee. Pick up the head and look over to your left shoulder. You twist You're holding and breathing. And engage the core, head back through center, and bring both legs slowly, slowly to neutral position. Lower the feet down, pick up the hip, pick up the pelvis into bridge, holding position. Keep the arms in T, relax the chest, lifting from the pelvis on the hips. Nice inhale, slowly lower upper spine, middle back, lower back, sacrum down. Hands to your knees, few rounds of Apanasana. Exhale, thighs in. Inhale, thighs away. Exhale, thighs in. Inhale away. Just keep moving a few more rounds like this. And then lower the feet down. Keep the sole of keep the feet down and then open the knees out as you guide the sole of the feet into each other. Hands to your belly, elbows out, belly breathing, long and deep breathing. Inhale, slowly ballooning the belly out. Exhale in control, and the belly goes into the spine. Breathing in and out. Now please bring the arms in T position. Guide the thighs and the knees together as you walk the feet wide as your mat. Windshield wiper the legs from side to side as you rock the head into the opposite direction. Drop the legs to the right side, head to the left, pause there. Back to center, windshield wiper from side to side. Dropping the legs to the left, head to the right, hold and breathe. Head back through center, knees up to the ceiling, and then slowly slide both legs, both feet to the both corner of the mat. Turn the feet out, bring the arms overhead, reaching through the fingertips, creating space in between each vertebrae. Allow the spine to grow taller. Take a nice inhale. And exhale, release the arms down somewhere in between your hips and shoulders. Adjust your upper spine, your shoulder blades. Relax your feet, your hands, and you are now in your final pose. This is Shavasana. Time here to make sure you are super comfortable. If you need to cover yourself, if you need to cover your eyes, so you can go into a deeper rest. Taking the time here to find that yummy, yummy, cozy position where you can allow the body to a deep release and rest. So your eyes are closed, you're coming back to your regular breath, and allow me to guide you to some more deep relaxation state. by noticing the sole of your feet, the top of your feet and the toes, and doing your best to relax both feet. Now allow your ankles, shins, calf muscles, and knees, the front and the back. And do your best to relax the lower part of your legs all the way down to the sole of your feet. Your thighs are soft, and so are your hamstrings. Both hips and pelvis are open as you relax your glute muscles. And from the top of both hips, front and back of your legs, down to the sole of the feet, you're doing your best to relax the lower part of your body. Now guide your attention to your lumbar spine, middle back, and thoracic spine. All those muscles connecting to the length of the spine, all the muscles in between the back of your rib cage. You're doing your best to soften and release. Now going to the front of the torso, you soften your abdominal muscles. You allowed all the organs to relax. You release the intercostal muscles in the front of your rib cage. You soften the heart and you relax the chest muscles. Now from the collarbones, front and back of the torso, front and back of the hips, front and back of the legs, down to the sole of the feet. Your body is sinking down inch by inch towards the mat. Now please allow your shoulders front and back to soften. Relax your biceps, triceps, elbows, forearms, wrist, your hands, the palms and the top of your hands and all your fingers. Now your body is going to a deep relaxation from the top of the shoulders, front and back, down to the sole of the feet, all the way down to the tip of your fingers. Now your throat is relaxed and open, and the muscles of your neck connecting with the base of the skull are relaxed. Soften the jaw and relax your chin. Allow your tongue to sink down to the base of the mouth as you relax your teeth and the inner walls of your mouth. Your lips are soft and so is your upper lip. Relax your nose, temples, and both ears. Allow your eyeballs to sink down to your eye sockets. Eyelids are soft, and so are your eyebrows, in between your eyebrows, your forehead, and lastly, the crown of your head. From the crown of the head down to the sole of the feet, your full body now is gently sinking, melting down into a deep, deep and full rest. Now, please very slowly begin to deepen your breath. Gently rock your head from side to side. Wiggle toes. Wiggle your fingers, moving the ankles and the wrists. And as you inhale, arms coming overhead, pointing the toes again, create a space in between each vertebrae. Nice inhalation here. And as you exhale long and deep, you bend the knees, you hug yourself, and you roll over to one side gently and slowly. Please don't rush. And as the head comes last, invite you slowly, as we all sit together in Sukhasana, easy pose, or any position you are feeling more comfortable, keeping the spine upright, softening jaw and muscle of the face. Going to guide one hand on top of your chest, the left hand on the chest, and the right hand goes down to your belly. And we're going to make the effort to only breathe through the belly. In other words, keeping the left hand here still, no raising up with the breath in the chest, but the hands is moving up and down with the belly breathing. Slow the breath down. Placing both hands now to your knees or thighs. Returning now to your regular breathing pattern. Not more lengthening, just be aware of the gentle movement of your breath within your body. And bring the hands together to the center of your heart. And take the moment here to notice how your mind feels at this very moment. Does it feel centered? Does it feel relaxed and still? Just notice, be aware. Then the attention goes to your body. Just be aware how your body feels at this very moment. Does it feel relaxed, open, light, strong? And taking the moment here to be grateful to yourself for this hour that you just given to you. Self-care, self-love of body and mind. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We're asking for peace, peace, and more perfect peace. the peace we need all within ourselves, in our hearts and our minds, the peace we need as we interact with other people, and lastly, the peace our planet needs everywhere for all of us. Peaceful, loving planet. And I thank you all very, very much for being here today, practicing yoga. Namaskaram. Thank you.